Howdy folks, FedEx man just brought me a box, so we're gonna see what's in it. Well, I know what's in it, but I'm gonna show you. So, looks amazingly good for coming from FedEx. They're not my favorite people. So, let's see. So this is Firefly FFVX. I'm surprised it's here today. I ordered it last Wednesday night. Today's Monday, so it's not even a full 5 days. I kind of thought this would be coming from China, but apparently it's from California, so U.S. warehouse, you know. So that's cool. It is right now, we're at the end of April 2025, just for reference. And I am in eastern Oklahoma, if that has anything to do with the shipping time. So I'm halfway across the U.S. from California. But with today's miracles, that probably doesn't make much difference. So yeah, anyway, I saw a video on the Guitar Max channel. And he had this Firefly guitar. And I'd been looking for something that was like a Washburn Dean ML. Anyway, because I have had a Dean, I had a Dime Shadow before, about 10 years ago, and I really liked that guitar, and I really wish I still had it, but life doesn't always work that way. So it's been a long time, and I've not had a guitar for a while with a Floyd Rose. Some people hate Floyd Roses, but I think they're kind of fun. So, and this is just a quick unboxing. I'm not going to plug this thing in and play it today. Probably not until I put a real set of strings of known quality and size on them. I'm sure these are just generic rock and roll, you know, guitar. So first of all, with the Chinese guitars, and I'm not a pro at this, I know everybody wants to check for shipping damage, especially with something that's got horns that are this sharp. Top seems okay. Oh, that beautiful sound of crappy styrofoam. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to vacuum now. God damn. You know, us bachelors don't like to vacuum. Anyway, so this is a Firefly FFVX, but not a clone of a Dean or Washburn. This doesn't have any, you know, lightning bolts or rebel flags or any of that other gimmick stuff on it. So it's the basic shape. Firefly made their own little shape here, apparently to differentiate it from the brands that they're kind of copying, and the headstock has a third horn or spike in the middle, so it's definitely not a direct ripoff of the Dean. So first impression, not real heavy, maybe 7 pounds. It's supposed to be mahogany, maybe. So the finish is really different, and I actually kind of thought this was cool. You can feel this. This is not a sticker. It's a very open grain wood with a whitewash in the grain and black on top. The back is super flat. This is a flat black, which I really like. And it's a set neck. I doubt it's probably not a neck through, but it's a set neck, nicely shaped, which is pretty cool for a cheap guitar. I paid $239 for this. Apparently it's normally $40 more than that, and then with shipping it was like $266. So this is a crazy cheap guitar. It's got It's got the lump on the back of the neck. I don't remember with the authentic if the Dean has that, but this is a lot like LTD. That's what I play every day, is an LTD guitar, and that has the bump or the volute, they say. Okay, so what else? This one's got the covered humbuckers. They've got another model that's got the open humbuckers, which is more like I guess your traditional ML or dime style guitar. So these have black covers on them, which look fine. They've got another one that's got, you know, more of the lightning, the dime look, and that one's got open humbuckers, and I think it had a silver Floyd on it. The pots feel smooth. Swish feels good. It's not loose and clicky. I'm sure these are cheap generic strings, like I said. I'm not a pro, I'm not a shredder. I use these frets down here, not the ones up here, so I'm not even going to talk about setup and string height, and I'll figure out later if it's got a good straight neck and any, you know, neck buzz after I put some real strings on it. It's kind of weird that the Dean I had did not have a string tree, but this has a tree. So it's kind of interesting that they added a feature that is not on the guitar they're copying. I don't know if any of the Deans or Washburns have a string tree. But of course it's got the locking nut. The Floyd Rose says Floyd Rose on it. Right now the Floyd is a hair down, so the strings may not be tightened up all the way. Yeah, pretty bad. I mean, tuners just look like, you know, regular old tuners. It doesn't even say made in China or India or Indonesia. I'm pretty sure it probably comes from China. The pearl inlays are not something I would choose, but I mean, I guess they're okay. I'm not sure what style they call this guitar, because this log cabin motif is a little different than what these shape of guitars usually look like. But I guess the pearl, I guess it's got some classiness, and it does have dots on the edge. I noticed, so the cover for the springs is not inset. This is just slapped on, but these two covers are, they're flush. That one's got a little bit of a bump on it, but they're set in pretty well. Not bad. The binding is just some kind of plastic. It does have a bunch of color in it. Not color, but there's many layers of the black and white binding. And then strap buttons down there, and then the one strap button on the back of the neck. I guess that's the usual spot. It's been a lot of years since I had my Dean, so I can't tell you right now if the neck is like the same or fatter. I'm not a real pro with describing, you know, what's a C, what's a baseball, what's a thin. I don't know. Feels fine. So that's all I wanted to do right now. Is just unbox it, look for damage, and get a general first impression. And I'll see what else is in the box. Keep this short. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so it comes with an awesome cord, I'm sure. Got 3 Allen keys for all the Floyd activity, and then the Floyd stick. And I doubt that this is high quality. If I'm lucky, maybe it'll stay where I want it. I don't know. We'll see. If it flops around, you know, I stick a little bubble gum in there or something. Anyway, that's it. That's the FFVX. Oh, and on the website last week when I was looking at this, an FFVX, apparently from Firefly, can be a flying V, or it can be an Explorer, or it can be an ML shape. I saw that name on all of them. But today I looked again and those weren't on there. So I guess they manufacture these things in a bunch. They sell them and then they go make some more, so you get something different on their website every time. But it looks pretty cool. So I'm good with it. I don't know what I'll modify yet, if anything, but I'll play it first, and maybe I'll make another video. Talk to you later.